Hello, Sullivan.
Good day, Thompson.
So who is this scumbag?
He's one of the worst. You know them. The language criminals.
What did he do?
We think he robbed a man of his sentence connectors.
Let's do this. So why'd you commit this crime?
He always vexed me so much. All I ever wanted to do was commit some atrocity against his loathsome countenance. But I did not commit this crime.
Well then, you fiend. Let's see how adamantly sanguine you are in your innocence after you take a look at these.
What are you going to do with those?
They're going to help us make sure there will not be any emancipation in your future. And we're going to do this by getting it from your cranium.
So one night, in intemperate rage, you decided to throw some of these around?
No!
What do you call these?
They're examples of construct 2s, also known as a series, but I would never use them in a malevolent way.
Explain what you were doing with them a fortnight ago.
I wanted to sound impressive since I've always been a bit of a hemp and homespun. I was tired of being a charlatan when it came to talking.
Then what were you doing with these, too? You use these a lot as well.
They're compound sentences.
Not wanting to seem troglodytic, you tried to fit them into your sentences. I understand. But you were also bringing these out.
What are all these powerful constructs doing together in one place?
Well, I added 4s, which are introductory adverbial clauses, to the sentences I had 3s in so that people would be enamored with my speaking.
So you tried to bring your auditor closer to you, keeping him nearby until ready, so you could commit your awful crime, stealing his sentence connectors.
You worked hard to con your plan, but here is thy folly. You forgot about these, some of the most important constructs.
What are those?
They're what we call construct 1s, also known as appositives, but they are pretty important.
Why are they so important?
They offer a better description of something. We're naming the nouns in one's sentences, and when we interviewed the witness, we got a better description of you.
I'm innocent!
That's not what the victim said. He said that some reprobate came into his home, charmed him, and then discorded with him. And his description matches you.
So you must be wondering what was stolen. Well, it was the man's conjunctive adverbs, subordinating conjunctions, and coordinating conjunctions.
We also found out you're the man's protege, but you disappeared right after the crime was committed.
Interesting coincidence, don't you think?
Let's go back to that day.
So here's what happens. You come to his home, ask to enter, beguile him in the fanciest way you can, dissembling the entire time. Ask him to show you his collection of sentence connectors. Get into a melee when you demand them. Strike the man to the ground. Gingerly take them. Then you complacently make your escape with bravado.
Okay.
While we were searching for clues, we found these in your house, and we got your fingerprints off them as well.
Since we all have this ken about this crime, it might be a good exposition to confess, you disconsolate ass.
Yes, I committed this crime. I had become despondent when I was unable to speak, unlike all my educated friends, so I decided to learn the constructs. There was one problem. I kept splicing all my sentences. I needed to combine them, and I knew that my employer had the means to, so I came up with a plan to steal them, and you know the rest.
Now that we know you caused this calamity, I cannot conjecture why you robbed this man so audaciously and not one of the other people who could combine sentences.
I was always a sedulous worker, but no matter how hard I toiled, he said I did not work hard enough to emulate his work. So he only paid me a paltry amount and forced me to work long hours, which caused me to have a gaunt mien. He thought he was an aristocrat, but he was nothing but a pompous sycophant that wanted handouts from his friends. So this was a way of getting my revenge.
It seems you were disparaged by the edict to go to jail. I hope you have fun in your sojourn there.
You are a haughty ignoramus. Only a craven seeks revenge against a man. I hope the asperity of your punishment is high.
What a knavet! If you knew this man and how tedious working for him was, you would have much enmity for him.
We can't send you to the harpies or the gallows, but we will make sure you spend quite some time in jail.
Good day to you, sir.
Look at these! What are those?
Oh, damn it, that's
Emancipation.
That was terrible.
You lost.
Emancipation.
I was just...
Emancipation. Emancipation. Emancipation.
Not loud.
You're like,
Yeah, you're
like,
after you take a look at these.
what do you?
Fail. After you take a look at some of these.
What are you going to do with those?
They are going to help us see what. Okay.
Oh.
God. Then what were you doing with these two?
I don't care. I'm not giving you the answers to science.
All right. ¿Qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Cómo está?
He's like,
So? Fine, I'll keep him underneath it. Fine. We were
what
almost...
were these powerful contracts doing in the other room? We rage decided to throw some of these around.
No,
I'm gonna record it.
Okay.
Oh, so fail. Error. Like.
Okay, go.
So what? Criminals. Thompson. So what is this?
Let's do this.
Leroy!